Hello there everyone, it's Shiny Sparky, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy II Anniversary Edition. So last time, we took care of the northwest corner of the Arcane Labyrinth, and overall, it went pretty well, I must say. This time, we are going to be doing the northeast section, which is going to contain, again, 10 different rooms, 10 floors you could call them, and we're going to be using 11 terms. So the first term I used was Ekmet Teloess, or Teloess, I don't know how to pronounce that garbage. So, this one. The Ekmet Teloess room contains 3 different locations. Oh, by the way, it's post-commentary again, because, well, I mean, I already mentioned that in the past 2 videos, so I'm pretty sure you knew that. But yeah, you can go west, you can go directly north, or you can go east. If you go east, that's the only way on how you get the term. You will obtain the term. Simply use the Ekmet Teloess term once again on that first night, and then on this one, you want to make sure that you're fully healed, because something crazy will happen. Here we go. So yeah, you know, this night will be like, are you up to the task? Go ahead and say yes, because you want to fight a crazy enemy. You will see what it is. This thing, it's not a behemoth. It is a dark behemoth. Wait, is it called dark? I think so. This guy's tough. I'm not kidding. He's really hard. An easy way to do this, use the blood sword. Yeah, it's dark behemoth. Use the blood sword, because the blood sword is actually going to do quite a big chunk of damage. Also, get one other fighter, preferably Farion or Guy, to be buffed up. Use Haste and Berserk on that other character. Don't Haste and Berserk Ricard or your Blood Sword wielder, because that's useless. You want to use the, the Blood Sword's draining damage. So, I am buffing up Farion, or I buffed up Farion, I should say, because that was a past me. And I am using the Blood Sword on Ricard, as you already know. So because of this, both Farion and Ricard are doing a high amount of damage. The only problem is that Ricard actually died, so I was, panicking here. I was like, God damn it. My number 1 damage dealer, he's dead. He is dead. Oh well. Yeah, but as you can see, even Farion by himself is not doing a lot of damage because he is berserked and hasted, which is of course a very, very nice thing. But yeah, this is floor 1, like I said, in the Arcane Labyrinth. And again, just to, I'm gonna reiterate all this stuff. You want to look online, look it up online, the Arcane Labyrinth, what terms, all that stuff, because you want to know what terms benefit whichever legendary weapon you're going for. Yes, this game does have legendary weapons, as I mentioned. It's the first game to have legendary weapons because Final Fantasy I did not. And then here, every single character has a legendary weapon for them. And it's really important to use the proper terms to getting that. I'm going to be going for Maria, so yeah, once you beat that, you get the Woodlands term. And the exit is actually down at the bottom. You're going to have to go back to the very center of this room, and then continue downward from there, which you will, of course, see. But, yeah, as I was saying, pick your proper terms. It's important. I am going to be, oh yeah, there's a Chimera's Sphinx, which I fought, before already. I'm going to be going for Maria, so Maria's good terms are, like, Mercy's her best one. She also has, like, Iron Bars, Chronicles, Ultimatome, Sorcery, Ekmet Teloess, Miasma, Mysidia, Oasis, Desert, Woodlands. There's a few more, but, those are pretty much all the good ones. Right here, I'm just going to the best tier, all the past, monsters that I fought in the previous video, or actually the 2 previous videos, I believe. I think so. Yeah, but again, the exit is down at the bottom, and I will of course be cutting pretty much every single battle here. I mean, I cut almost every single one. Yeah, because it's crazy. I mean, if you're going for the Arcane Labyrinth and you're looking at this video and you're like, well, it doesn't take too long. Yes, it does. The Arcane Labyrinth takes a ton of time. It takes even longer to put a video together, a well-made video. I mean, I had to do all those cuts, and do it all perfect, and edit the video the right way, but oh my god. It's a lot of work. Oh my god, it really is. Okay, I should just stop well, I mean, I don't know if I'm overemphasizing. I feel like I'm not, because it really is crazy. Anyways, Mysidia is another good term for Maria. For this one, you want to begin by going to the right side. Just simply follow the pathway that I'm going to be taking, because that is the most useful to do. It's the quickest way to get there. To get a term, you need 3 items. You need a potion, an ether, and an elixir. You need all 3 of those. And there was a chest right there, very close. I decided to just waste, a couple steps to get it. It wasn't that big of a deal. The exit is right there, as you can see, but we're not going for the exit just yet. Instead, we need a turn. There's a dude down there. Don't go to the person yet. Instead, you want to go all the way to the top, like what I'm doing, and you will encounter a Gigas. Look at these encounters. Oh my god, the encounters are brutal. They really are. So this guy will be like, I'm the keeper, whatever, and say yes. If you tap no, you will have to fight him. Say yes. He will then ask for a potion. Make sure to give him what he wants. Give him a potion. He will then demand an ether. Make sure to give him an ether this time. Don't accidentally tap on the wrong thing. It's a big problem. And then he wants an elixir. There we go. Unfortunately, elixirs are so damn expensive, so that was 50,000 G, but whatever. I mean, come on. We're rich now. We have a ton of gil. So as I said, you know, the encounters, they really are brutal. This encounter rate, it's crazy. The desert term is what you learn. Once you get that tablet, go ahead and give it to this dude, and you will obtain the desert term. The desert term is going to be useful for unlocking the Oasis term, but it's also a term that's, you know, directly good for Maria. So it's useful to do that. Yep, so come in here, go ahead and ask the desert term. So this is our third room, the desert term. Desert is a very easy floor, it really is. It's not, I mean, there's still encounters and stuff, but it's nowhere near as difficult as the other ones. You'll see why. So you want to go ahead and go to this pillar that you see. Once you look at the pillar, stand right underneath it and walk directly down, and you will eventually get taken to a pit. This pit will actually reveal a person down here. He's stuck. What do you want, is what he says. And yeah, whatever, you will eventually get a term known as the Oasis term. Go ahead and, you know, learn the term. Exit. The exit is really easy. Once you exit this location, simply move down, directly south, and you will encounter the location right there. There we go. Go ahead and ask the Oasis term. In the Oasis term, or Oasis room I should say, there is a soul that you can guide by, you know, moving them like left and then down and then right. However, that is completely optional if you're doing a walkthrough, because you will not unlock a term. Even if you're going for all the terms, you will not unlock a term in this floor. You will not. So you do not need to get it. Instead, you will be learning about, what is it? I think you learn about the Ekmet Teloess level or something, I don't even know. Yeah, so I decided to keep this battle in because there's actually a new enemy there. That's a Gigantoad, which I hadn't fought yet. But Gigantoads are essentially enhanced versions of the, what was it, like the poison toads? Oh my god, I don't even know. We fought some toad enemies back in the desert, you know, outside the Colosseum. And I completely forgot what the hell they were called. Oh well. Yeah, but again, Gigantoads, not too difficult. They are a bit more difficult than the initial toads, but nothing too complicated. Anyways, this battle is pretty much over. So, continuing onwards, and I will of course be cutting all future Gigantoad battles. Yeah. Yeah, so the past me decided to go to the Gigantoad. Oh, Poison Toad is what they're... Yeah, I was right then. I think I said Poison Toad. I think I'm right. Alright, so now we want to simply go over here, go to this light, or energy, whatever you call it, and ask a new term. This time we're going to be asking the Woodlands term. The Woodlands term is another quite simple one. I mean, it's not too time consuming. You do have to fight 4 roundworms, but aside from that, it doesn't take too long. It really doesn't. So, simply talk to that boy, then come down here, and you will see a large amount of roundworms. You only have to defeat 4. Even though there are more than 4, you do not have to defeat more than 4. Simply defeat 4 and you will obtain the term. You will see. So, roundworm. We've already fought this monster back in the, he was the boss for the Leviathan. I don't know if I want to call him a boss though, because he... Oh my god. You know what, I'm gonna drink some water. One sec. There we go. Tasty. It helped clear the throat. Yeah, so again, the roundworm was the boss for the, oh shoot. Leviathan. That's right. Now, you have to fight 4, but I'm gonna be cutting the other battles just because, you know, you've already seen this, so I think it's better to just cut them. And make all of you, or save all of you some time, I should say. That's 3 down, 1 more roundworm, and that'll be it. Once you defeat all 4 roundworms, what you want to do next is then head north, back up to the boy, and basically talk to him, because he will give you another term. He's going to be all impressed that you defeated all the roundworms, and you learned the fire term, which is actually a funny thing about this. I didn't actually have to do this to defeat the roundworms because I got the fire term, but the path that I eventually ended up taking for the 3rd Arcane Labyrinth, I ended up not using the fire term, because it's possible to do it without the fire term. So, if you don't want to fight these roundworms and just follow my exact path, you do not have to fight the roundworms and get the term on this floor. Just follow this pathway to the southwest, and for another term. This time it is the Palamecia. The Palamecia floor is one of the most annoying floors in the entire Arcane Labyrinth. You will see why. You will see why. Okay, let me explain this floor. In this floor, there are pits everywhere. First off, the encounter rate is pretty ridiculous, and the monsters are pretty challenging. So, there are pits everywhere. And you're looking for one specific pit that contains a person. It took me forever to find this damn thing. I was so frustrated. I wanted to throw my iPhone. I'm not kidding. But then I realized, it's an iPhone. I can't do that. Because I have everything that I want in here. Yeah, so there's skulls. I'm keeping this battle in just because they're new enemies, but after this battle, I'm just going to cut them all. I just wanted to show them to you. Skulls are magic casters. They can cast, elemental magic. They can also cast stun and some other random skills. Overall, they're not too challenging if they're in small numbers, but if you encounter like 5 of them, the battles take forever because of their long animations. But anyways, yeah, the Palamecia, there are pits everywhere. Just simply follow where I'm going. That's the best advice I can tell you. Simply follow it. Because even if you move another spot like 2 north or 2 down, you might land in a pit. And you want to be careful not to do that. There are chests, however, I would strongly recommend not going for them because many chests have pits on one side and not on the other. And you're going to get really frustrated. Well, I mean, the ones that are on a dead end like that one, it's obvious, okay? They're not going to have a pit right in front of them. But the ones that are more wide open, you want to be careful. Because they usually have a pit on one side and you're going to get frustrated by landing in a pit. If you land in the pit, you have to start this floor over again. Here's where the pit is, the proper one. Take this one that you just saw. Once you take this one, there's going to be a pirate trapped down here. And he will give you a term. He's going to give you the Iron Bars term. The Iron Bars term is a term that I will be using in the next Arcane Labyrinth, but for now it is important to hold on to it. So, once you obtain the term, you have to do the entire thing over again. Can you believe that? The entire floor. Overall, pretty annoying, but... oh, well, yeah, these are new enemies too. Yeah, they are new enemies. These are called corals, or I don't know. It's a famous name among the Final Fantasy franchise, but the problem is, I've never known how to properly pronounce this name. I'm gonna say coral, like coral, or something, like, give it a bit of an accent, or a bit of an emphasis, like coral. Kinda like, let me see. The word quarrel, like Q-U-A-R-R-E-L, but more like coral. I don't know. It's hard to explain it. But for all I know, I could be wrong. Yeah, so I decided to cut that battle, eventually just because I had shown off the corals and they were dead. Anyways, again, follow the pathway that I'm doing. The exact pathway. If you don't, you might land in a pit. Which is a problem, really. This is the portion where it gets complicated. Oh yeah, this is another new enemy. This is the Stone Golem. Stone Golems are weak to, Scourge, which is poison. So you will see that Scourge is actually going to do a pretty good amount of damage. Yep, 908. Not as much as the other ones because my Scourge is only, what is it, like level 4 or something, or 5 at the most? Whereas my Blizzard and Fire, those are like at 8 or 9 now. More so 8. 8. Yeah, Thunder's at 7. Scourge is at 4 though. So it is pretty damn under. Oh well. Alright, and that's enough to kill the Stone Golem. So you saw the Stone Golem. Overall, they are a bit more difficult than Wood Golems, but not crazy powered. Alright, here's the confusing portion. Again, follow what I do. You want to go down this way, right here. And then you want to swerve around. Do not go all the way to the right. Instead, go through the middle and then head rightwards. And then back up north. You can probably hear the ice cream truck in the background. That's funny. Right, and then upwards, right, upwards, and there you go. If you want to go for the chest, don't ask me for help because I have no idea, okay? I really don't. But there we go. That's the term, and that is the way out of the Palamecia floor. Anyways, now it is time to take on Mercy. We're pretty much done here. Because again, Mercy is one of the best floors in the entire dungeon. With Mercy, you essentially get a free pass. Which is why you never want to use Mercy as your final term in an Arcane Labyrinth. You don't want to waste it. Use it as one of your actual floors in which you're going to traverse. Because you pretty much save a floor by not encountering enemies and wasting more time. Okay, so you already know the way out of Mercy. Simply go down, left, and then all the way back up. And there's usually a chest over here on the right side, which contains Gil. Yep, only 50 though. That's, wow. Oh well. One more term. For this one, I decided to ask another term that benefits Maria. Sorcery. Even though this term does not matter in terms of a floor, but it does matter for getting the weapon. So you still want to choose a term that's going to benefit your character for the legendary weapon. It's just that the final floor does not actually lead you to an actual floor. So here we are in the end. You hear a voice from nowhere, whatever, yeah. This is Beelzebub, or Beelzebub, or whatever the hell you call it. This guy. He absorbs fire, so you do not want to use fire. He resists, is it ice or lightning? Let me check. Actually, I'll just wait until what I use with Maria, because I researched this beforehand, just in case I did fight this guy. With Maria, I'm going to be using, let's see what the past me does. Thunder, okay, that means he resists ice. Yeah. I know he absorbs fire. Do not use fire on him. Because thunder works, that means he resists ice, blizzard, and you can use Scourge or thunder. But because my thunder spell is a stronger level, then that, you know, that helps a lot more. So for Guy, I'm going to be buffing up Firion by using Berserk, and Ricard is going to be doing massive damage to the Beelzebub because he has the Blood Sword, as you already know. Which always does a huge amount of damage to bosses. So there's Berserk once again. And 499, not bad, but Ricard is still doing a lot more damage. Haste on Firion. So ultimately I decided that it would... Oh, it missed there. But yeah, I decided not to use any more magic on him because I think physical attacks are better if you buff up your fighter or if you have the Blood Sword. Either or, you know? So, yeah, this is going to be the end of the second Arcane Labyrinth, and in the next video, there's going to be one more Arcane Labyrinth, the longest of the three. That one's going to contain 10 floors, 11 terms. This one has, how many? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. 7 terms, 8 floors. I think at the beginning of this video, I might have mentioned that this one has 10. If I did, I'm sorry, that was a mess up. Oh god. I hope I did not say that. Oh well. Now, I'm going back to Salaman because it is the end. I have taken care of 2 Arcane Labyrinths, and I'm poisoned. That's funny. Yeah, 2 Arcane Labyrinths down, 1 more to go, and then just the final portion, which is the small dungeon of the Arcane Labyrinth, which will then give you the weapon that you so desire. In my case, it's going to be the Artemis Bow, because that's for Maria. So the past me here is just showing off the various, you know, enemies, the new enemies that we killed. There's the Stone Golem, you saw the skull already, and yeah. Oh, and there's the Coral. 1000 HP exactly, no weakness, I see. Alright, so we're all done for this part, just Beelzebub now, gotta show him, 5000 HP. Weakness done, and yep, alright, so, thank you for watching, goodbye everybody, and until next time.